right, guys, about to make some football jigs. Thought I'd take a quick minute and just show you the process of what I do to make my famous jigs, you know. These jigs catch biggins, and that's what we want. Don't be going telling nobody about this, okay? This is just between us. Got one of these do-it molds, football jig. It's got all the way from like a eighth all the way up to a half. I've actually got another one that goes from like a half to 3/4, I think. Hold on. No, I was wrong. This one goes from 3/4 all the way up to 1.5 ounces. That's for them big old bass on the ledges, that 1.5 ounce one. Get it down there fast. All right. I've got all my stuff set out. All right, I like these hooks right here. These are these mustard hooks. Little jig hooks, little 4/0 hook. Oh yeah, before I get started, took the javelin out Saturday, did great, caught a bunch of fish. I caught like a 5-pounder. This Saturday will be the video for that, but gonna do this quick little video real quick. I like making the 3/8 ones. That's usually what I use the most is a 3/8. Sometimes I use the half, it just depends, but that 3/8, man, you can go all kind of places with that thing. Basically, all you gotta do is put your hook in here. It has a little stopper for your weed guard. You gotta put that thing in there, and then you just close it up, fill it up. Make sure my lead's coming out good. I got one of these Lee pots. Once you get all the equipment, it's a lot cheaper to make your own jigs, but getting the equipment, I don't know how much these pots are, but all the little hooks and weed guards and stuff like that, it's not expensive, so it's really just a pot. All right, let's pour this thing. Maybe I won't mess this one up. There we go. Let's let it sit for just a second. Open it up. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh yeah, perfect. Check that bad boy out. You tear this little top piece off. Take your little weed guard pin out. I need some pliers. Hold on. My pliers, hang on, let me find some pliers. I'm not prepared. This little top piece, if I can get a hold of it, just break it off, throw it back in your pot. Look at that. The little top piece right here, you can take some sandpaper and just, or a file or something. Look at that. You gotta paint it, put your weed guard in there. Let me just make quite a few of these. Just put your hook in there in that little weed guard holder, close it up. Pretty easy, huh? Pretty easy. Just let it sit for just a few seconds. Pull it out. Man, those things are turning out good. Usually I have one or two, have to redo the first time, but there it is. Let me make quite a few more of these, then we'll get to painting it and put the weed guard, and I'll show you how to do the trailer and stuff. See, now I spoke too soon. I messed that one up, look. All you gotta do if you mess it up is just dip it back in your lead here. Let that cool off. Ow, that's hot. Try again. Ordered 100 hooks. I'm probably gonna make 100 of these. Can't have too many. It takes just a little time to do these. Probably can do 50 in an hour or something like that, but these are some of the best baits you can have. They're so versatile. I've been wanting to order me like a flipping jig and a swim jig mold. May do that. It's a lot cheaper too than having to buy your own jigs at the store because they're high. All right, I believe that's 19. Do one more. Make a solid 20 of them. Should be good for a little bit. All right, got 20 of them. Turn my pot off. let that sucker cool down because it's hot. Hot, hot. Okay, we got our jigs. It's got just like a little rough spot on the top. Just take a little file and just file it smooth. Does not take much effort at all. It's already smooth. You can just go around kind of cleaning up any excess. There we go. Man. There we go. Got them all smoothed up. Now, time to paint them. All right, I just got some of this black gloss powder paint. You can do whatever you want to. They got all different kind of colors, but on these football jigs, the heads don't matter as much because they're gonna be on the ground most of the time, but all you gotta do is just heat it up a little bit, dip it in there, shake it off good. Whoa. And then just run your heat gun over it. It'll melt that paint. There it is, y'all see that? Just hang it up somewhere and let it dry. Don't take too long. Repeat that process. They make like a little thing to where like it aerates the powder, but I ain't got that. We're running on the budget over here. Man, look at that. When it cures out, you may have to go back and poke the eye. It may fill in your eye with paint, but no big deal. No big deal. Powder paint. Hey, that one turned out real good. Man, we're about to dang wear them out, guys. You know, back in the day, I used to powder coat these. I used to have a whole powder coat setup, oven and everything, but I sold all that. That worked really good. It's hard to get that powder coat off, you know. But this stuff right here works really good too. All right, we got them all painted. Let's see if this one's, oh yeah, that one's already dry. Give that just a couple minutes. Put our weed guards in there. All right, I've got some of these just like, they're like 1/8 of an inch weed guards, I think. All right, for our weed guards, you can use just super glue, but I actually don't have no super glue, so I'm using this 2-part epoxy. Hey, that'll work probably better. Mix that up. Just get our end of our weed guard and just kind of dip it in there. Get our hook and just squeeze it in. Set that aside. Let that cure out good. Woo. Then repeat that process 1,000 times. You may have to get something that fits just in that hole. Kind of get that paint out of there a little bit. There it is, guys. Weed guard installed. It says 30 minutes, so probably by the time I get this, all these done, it'll be 30 minutes. Yeah, probably. I don't know what happened to my super glue. I had some. Somebody probably came in here and stole my super glue. Last one, all right. Let's let that sit for 30 minutes. We'll go ahead and start working on the skirts while we let those cure out. All right, as you can tell, I got all different kind of skirts. This is why I like making my own jigs. You can just adjust them ever how you want to make them. Start with some like green pumpkin. Let's lay a couple of green pumpkins down. Then if you wanted to throw a little chartreuse in there, you can just break off a few strands, add that to it. What else? Maybe a little black in there. Just like that. And then I got this, they probably make a special tool for this, but just get you like a pen and like take it apart. And it's got these little rubber things you can buy to attach the skirts together. I just take this little rubber end and I'll just feed it on this pen, just like that. Run it up towards the end like that. Get my skirts. Then we'll just shove all the ends of the skirts into the pen, and then you just pop it off onto the skirts. Roll it up just like that. Cut all your little tag ends off. Look at it right there. Deadly combination right there, look. Big old bass. You can just make these ever how you want. Gonna make some just solid green pumpkin ones, and then we'll do a few like blue and black, and then maybe throw something else together. I don't know yet. Let's make a couple blue and blacks. Just take you like 2 black skirts, and then I found these on eBay. Look at how good they look. Man, look like a live fish right here. It's got scales on it and everything. Throw one of them in there. There we go. Put it in my pen. There it is. Blue and black skirts. This right here works good too, because if you got like an old spinnerbait or anything that's got a skirt on it, look at that. You just make all your own skirts. Monster bass about to come off these bad boys right here, I'm telling you. That water starts flooding, it gets a little stained up. Throw that baby in there. Money. Down here in the summertime when the water gets real clear, this right here is a deadly combo. Just a green pumpkin skirt like that. Whew. Man, put your little paddle tail on the end of it. Biggins. Let me show you a good jig I like to throw when the water's really dirty. Man, let me show you this. You ain't never seen nothing like this. Yeah, this one right here, guys. When that water gets good and skanked up, look at that right there. Whew. Money. Little dirty water. Pah! Yeah. I call this one the Mama Maria, you know. When you set the hook on this, you just, Mama Maria! Yeah, I'm telling you. I've got a few new colors I was wanting to try out. Let me put a couple of these together. Got like this green right here. It looks pretty nice. Put this, that, maybe a green pumpkin, and then a little black. This may look good right here. I get excited about making these jigs now. Woo. That one right there may look good. Look at that. Got that little green in it. Natural looking. Man. May have stumbled upon a winner right here. Of course, you know you can make your PB&J one. Throw a little black in there. This one right here is hard to beat. Pretty much any time of the year. Let me get these tabs off. Just like a green pumpkin with a little bit of black in it. Green pumpkin, little black. Yeah, that's a money maker right there. Here's another one. Green pumpkin with like a little bit of that green shimmery in it. That would be really good like on a swim jig right there. Just got an idea, guys. Yeah, when that cures out, you may have to go back and poke your eye out. Sometimes it gets paint in there, but on these weed guards, I don't lock them that long. I usually will go about right here, kind of cut them at an angle. Make it kind of like that right there. All right, let's put one of these skirts on here and see what this looks like. Do one of these black and blues. This epoxy's not really set up yet, but I can't wait no longer. I gotta see what these things look like. Look at that, guys. Now that is a dang bass catching machine. Ah! Yeah. Let me do one of these green pumpkins. This one is probably the one I use the most, like in the summertime. Like a green pumpkin, natural looking one. Let me get a trailer and throw one here. This is a mini zoom crawl. I would usually use the regular size ones, but this is all I could find on short notice. What I could find first thing in the boat, but I don't like this color on here either, but you get the point, okay? Look at that right there. Whew. Have a little bit bigger one, a little darker one. Man, oh man, look at that. Wow! Bass catching machine right here, guys. Whew. Well, if you wanted to know how I made my jigs, there it is. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, please. I'll catch you Saturday morning where I'm taking the javelin out.